there's not all grains in this, but I do a little bit too. It's one of my talents, you know. Okay, so, I gotta get close to the mic. I gotta practice on that too. Here I go. All right, so how many here have ever done the dating apps? Yeah. Dated online, they call it. Okay, proud hands here. Okay. Well, when you're dating online in your 60s, there are a lot of things that you have to catch up on, because there's all these acronyms and things that we don't really know about. For instance, so I'm on there, and I did it kind of like a full-time job, because I just thought it was fun to do. But some men put O-N-S-O-K, and I was like, what is O-N-S? And I remember asking him. And I learned that it stood for one night stand, and I thought that's kind of weird, because I thought most of us like a nightstand on each side of the bed, and so I thought I'd want 2 nightstands. But then I found out that really wasn't what they wanted, and I figured once I really liked them, I'd probably want several nightstands. So anyway, so I passed on him. Let's see, I'm sorry, I'm still nervous, I'm trying to get over it. Okay, another thing that I see on there was FWB. Does anyone know what that stands for? Benefits. And it was a 70-year-old man, and I thought, at that age, he probably has some really good benefits, good health insurance, maybe a great retirement plan, and I thought, that would be great. And then again, I found out that wasn't really it, and then I realized at his age and everything, it was probably going to be more of a benefit to him than me. So I moved along. Let's see, and then I saw there's one, so they said they were looking for an FB, and I thought, well, I know I'm a really good fun buddy, and so I pursued that. And then again, I found out that really their kind of FB was spelled different than what my FB was. So, didn't want to do that. I'm a very competitive person, as you can tell, because I still like to brag about how high I can kick my leg. We were out dancing the other day, and somebody came and asked me if they could stand beside me and see if they could kick beside me. He was like 38. Male, but I was way better than him. But so anyway, I'm very competitive. I'm a little bit impulsive. My family just kind of goes nuts because Mom doesn't always think very well. She, can move on things very quickly. I say I'm competitive. Now, if I have to sweat, I'm not going to do anything like that. If it's really hot outside, I'm not going to do that either. But don't judge. We can be competitive without, having to put that much work into it. So with that background, I have to turn my note here, sorry. I decided so the first time I got married, I was 25 years old, and he had full custody of 5 children, and this was his 4th marriage, my first. Probably a red flag for most people, but again, I have really bad FOMO also. You know what that stands for? Fear of missing out. So, there's fun, I'm there. And so I saw those 5 kids, and I thought, that is a full-time party. It's a full-time party. So I jumped right in with both legs and feet and arms and everything, And then having that competitive side, I knew I could be married to him longer than anyone. And so, I passed the 4-year mark, and I thought, I'm going to go up into 3rd place. And then pretty soon I was married a little bit longer, and then I was in 2nd place, and so forth. And then pretty soon I was in 1st place after 20 years. And then I found there was no prize. No prize. And I won, and then I decided to leave. So anyway, my first husband, let's see, I can't remember if this was part of this one or the next one. But anyway, my first husband, never mind, forget that. I can't remember what I'm going to say. Where am I at on time? Somebody who's timing. Oh, he's giving me the light. Okay. So, tell my final story then. Is one great thing that came out of that marriage is I had more children, because, we need more children. So I had 3, so I raised 8. But anyway, so I have a 12-year-old son at the time. He's autistic,
and he could tell you the difference between, he could look at somebody and say that's a boy and that's a girl, but he couldn't understand why. When I would try to say, well, do you know why you're a boy? And he couldn't tell me. So then they had that little class in school, and he comes home and he says, Mom, I know why I'm a boy. I know I'm a boy. And I said, well, how do you know? And he goes, because I have a penis. I said, very good. And then he looks at me and he says, Mom, where's your china? And I said, in the cupboard. And I said, but most of it was broken a long time ago. Okay?